Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a swing trading stroke stocks investing tutorial using our swing trading bundle. So it's a bundle of trading indicators that are perfect for swing trading, looking for those investment opportunities. One of the things I always like to do is really discuss multiple time frame strategies as well. So you've got to look for signals on 4-hour, daily, weekly, that sort of thing if you're investing in stocks. So I'm going to go through using all the indicators on different time frames, look at these entries that I've had on GlaxoSmithKline, and talk about why and wherefore. But one of the things you see on the chart right now is these zones, coloured zones. These I've put on myself because I always like to frame the chart with major support and resistance zones. So one of the first entries I had on GSK was from a auto-harmonic pattern, a crab pattern completed in this automation completion zone. But one thing I always look at when I'm looking at entries here as well is looking at this support and resistance zone where we've got the start of this crab pattern that you know, it forms automatically. He colours it in green because you're looking for a resulting bullish trade. Got the A, B, C, D, but one of the main things is this cluster around here, and then we tested it there also as well. So quite a strong level there as well. Obviously this is going to affect where the entry is going to be. One of the things we also look for is the bias indicator. So I'm going to go a little bit bigger. This is these little dots here. So this automatically looks up a time frame. And what I like to do is when this is red, obviously you're not going to go long. The bias is bullish, needs to be bullish on the daily time frame. In this case it looks up to the daily from the 4-hour. So when we get the D pattern complete, the bias is still bearish, so we have to wait. When you are investing in stocks, buying at the lows is counterintuitive because you don't know where the lows are. You need to understand where that support is, and we've got fantastic support with a harmonic pattern, which is extremely hard to achieve in the first place. But then for this D pivot to form in the auto completion zone is very, very difficult. But when it does, really good trading opportunity. Then we just need to make sure it moves away. We get to the start line, and the start line for me really is when we get that first green dot down at the bottom on the bias there at this candle here. So 39.11 was my first entry on the 4-hour time frame with this crab pattern completing the automated completion zone. Moves all the way up here, forms some more resistance, pulls back down, moves up again, and eventually I got a second entry up here, but this is on the daily time frame this time with the XBratAlgo. So I'm going to go to the daily time frame. You see there's my first entry. Also had an XBrat 6-star on the daily as well for a bit of confirmation after we got that entry there. We pulled back and tested this previous support and resistance zone that we'd put on to help us with our entry on that harmonic pattern. Then we get this 6-star buy coming through here. So again, I've got some really strong resistance here, support here, so I put in another zone. So my start line for this 6-star buy here again is above here, so entry of 43.68. Again, look at the bias at the bottom, the bias indicator. It's green, it's bullish, it's good. Let's go. Now where's my next entry for GSK? Elliott Wave. When we start to trend, we get the Elliott Wave 1, 2, 3. Now we're on an Elliott Wave 4, which is very, very crucial. We measure the performance of this Wave 4. One with these pullback zones, green, amber, red. Look where the red is at that previous support and resistance zone. It would be fantastic for this to find support right there. We also then look at the false breakout stochastic. So strong bullish trend with this false breakout dots at the top here. The stochastic has to come down and cross over in the oversold zone during this wave 4. So it's got some way to go yet. And then also we use the oscillator. So the oscillator is very simple measurement here. We're going to use a fib retracement. We're going to go from 0 to the highest point on the wave 3. And then we got, on our defaults here, we've got 90 to 140. So this has to pull back into this zone as well. So it's about checking those performance indicators off. So with the Elliott Wave Indicator Suite, it's a little bit more complex, but some very great trades, because once we've printed this wave 4, it gives us an automated 5th wave target zone, which will probably be in and around this other support resistance zone, $48 here. But first of all, has to pull back and find support in the green, amber or red zone. Once it's done that, we look at the performance down here. Does it behave normally? Has that wave 4 crossed over in the oversold zone? When that happens, tick in the box. The next one, does this oscillate? It's crowned, it's starting to come back down. When that wave 4 finds support, starts to move back down, is it between 90 and 140? So it's about understanding that pullback behavior against the main trend and trading then that 5th wave continue is the highest probability move. So again, looking at this, we have lots of opportunities on stocks. It's about multiple time frame strategy. It's about understanding those support and resistance zones, putting those on your chart, and then utilizing this swing trading bundle, the auto harmonic patterns, the EMA clouds you see here, the grey and the purple EMA clouds here. Very, very important. We then move forward, look at XBratAlgo signals, which are breakout signals here. Perfect breakout there, really moved high. We always get some profit taking on a stock, and that profit taking pullback is where we then use the Elliott Wave Indicator Suite. We do have earnings coming up on the 27th of April. You know, one would expect for this to come down, find support. If earnings is good, it'll trade that 5th wave move. So again, when we're investing in stocks, we can use our swing trading bundle and the different tools there, harmonics, Elliott Wave, XBratAlgo, they all give you signals for different market conditions, which is fantastic. Then we get those confirmations with our bias, so that helps us with our entry. We also use the EMA clouds for entries here, and we're all good to go. And it's that continual investment opportunities in stocks over longer term using the swing trading bundle is a perfect combination for those serious traders and investors.